What's going on, YouTube? This is Dustpan here, and this is the McFarlane Icons of Horror limited edition triple pack. It's part of the McFarlane Monster series. Had these guys for quite a while, and just decided to make a video, kind of show them off because they're actually really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to take a look at these guys one at a time, and we'll go from there. So this isn't going to be really a review, probably just more like a closer look at each of these figures. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Frankenstein, and as you can see, hopefully you can see that a little bit better now. The detail on this guy is crazy. Like, the chains, you know, they're all real, obviously. He's got that big blade on his forearm. It's really awesome. His clothes are all, you know, they're kind of made out of, looks like fur and hair, and he's got kind of like this half mask on. He's got some hair too, I think. This is, of course, Frankenstein's creation. Frankenstein himself is back here, strapped to the back of the monster, and this is really cool, I think. His rotten carcass in this little cage, and I mean, we got like entrails and the heart, and you know, some skin, and like the whole thing is there. Like, it's just a really gruesome, gory looking piece. He's got those hooks connected to these metal bars that go to the monster's head. Like, just the amount of detail is ridiculous on this guy. All these little straps, and his belt too is like, it's, you know, it's a separate piece. So that's Frankenstein's monster. As far as articulation goes, there's not really a whole lot going on. Like, you can move his arms a little bit, and you can also kind of move his legs and his arms like that. But if you've seen any of my other action figure videos, you know that I could care less about articulation. I mean, like, you can move his arm out like that, right? But then, like, yeah, you can just see, like, it doesn't look natural anymore. You know? Like, you got that lip there. Like, I mean, it just looks, I mean, I could have his arm out like, you know, like he was gonna slash somebody, but it just looks ridiculous. Like, so I just leave them in their original pose most of the time because, you know, I'm not playing with these things, you know, like they're just sitting on my shelf. I don't need to pose them. Okay, so this is the mummy figure. I hope you guys can see this okay. I know it's really dark. I'm kind of blocking the light here, but this guy's, I don't know, he's being difficult to show. I can pick him up in the light, I guess, and show you guys kind of what he looks like. So he has like the big helmet, the ceremonial, whatever it's called, on, with the axe. And he is very well detailed too. We're going to take a look at this guy without all of his gear on here. This is probably the most, probably one of the scariest looking mummies I've ever seen. I love McFarlane's versions of just random things, like it's like he takes, just regular things and turns, and he McFarlane's them up, I guess. I mean, it's just brutal looking. Like, he's got the empty eye socket, the head turns, the mouth kind of opens up, and if you are the type of guy that likes articulation, you'd have a field day with this guy, because he like moves in like every different direction. The legs, they bend at the knees, the feet swivel, the legs even swivel, like everything basically moves on this guy. He's got the empty guts there. So yeah, that's the mummy. He looks awesome. Alright, so let's take a look at my favorite out of this set, which is the Dracula figure. Alright, so here's Dracula. And this guy, like the other guys are well detailed, but this guy's probably the best in the whole set. Like the face and the cape, like the cape, I mean, you can take it off if you want to, it just looks so awesome on. He's got these little hooks with bats hanging off of them, and all the chains and the clothes, and he's got these like metal pieces on his legs. I guess from the time period it would be like armor. So I'll try and set him up. Again, McFarlane's version of Dracula. Probably the best looking, scariest looking one that I've ever seen. I know this is probably really dark, but this guy's kind of hard to hang on to because, I don't know, he just, like the cape kind of doesn't stay on very well, and it's hard to make him stand up and stuff like that. But the cape is even a little bit like translucent, I guess. It looks like it's made out of, probably his wings maybe, or yeah, it's definitely made out of some type of giant bat wings that look like they may be sewn together actually, so that's pretty cool. That's an awesome cape. So that's Dracula. So again, just to recap, we got Dracula, the Mummy, and Frankenstein and his monster. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one.